Okay, so the next video is going to be about the symbol for 0. When I did my Google search, I wanted to find out what this symbol meant, and it came up. I'm reading someone else's material. This is not mine, so I hope I don't get in trouble for it. But I copy and pasted the stuff just so I can keep track of it, because I'm not going to remember all this. It says perhaps the earliest systematic use of a symbol for 0 in a place value system is found in the mathematics of the Mayas of Central and South America. The Mayan 0 symbol was used to indicate the absence of any units of the various orders of the modified base 20 system. The system was probably used much more for recording calendar times than for computational purposes. So the Mayan counted essentially on a scale of 20, using for their basic numerals 2 elements, a dot representing 1 and a horizontal dash representing 5. Horizontal dash. No, I don't have that. The most important features of their system was their 0, the characters. Okay, so 0 becomes very important here because I thought it was like a planet or something. I didn't know. I actually started with just the symbols, the square root plus the 0 and that. Okay, I'm so bad, right? Like, I am not young anymore. I did not remember what this meant. I knew it was something mathematical, so I looked for it and I was like, oh my god, okay, square root, okay. And this, well, what the hell does this mean? The square root plus a what? You know? So I figured it was within 0, but the fact of the matter is that this whole thing actually came to this number of 5.8783279E6, and you Google it and it comes up that it's one of the earliest forms of 0 for the Mayas of the Central and South. So that was cool. So we're going to go to that second one. 4 squares. Okay, sorry. Back to the first one here. Okay, I'm going ahead of myself. The square root one here, right? 4. There was a 4 outside of the square root with the 528. I didn't know what that meant. So this is what I did. 4 square root 528 symbol meaning. My key number for this is 4278784. I found it on Google using the root of 528 is 278784. Then I added the 4 to it so I could get the 4278774. So I Googled that number and this link came up and I looked, finally found the message. It's a patent number. Encapsulated electronic devices and encapsulating. I had no idea what it meant, so it said resin encapsulated electronic devices are majorly lessened in formations of cracks by thermal stress and have high reliability. I'm assuming thermal stress has something to do with heat and there would be cracks, and one of the main problems that NASA has is the cracks in the reason they don't go as far as they go because of the pressure of the air, but also because it causes cracking in the spaceships, and they haven't developed something yet that can go fast. Well, they have those little satellites and stuff, but they haven't actually developed an actual spaceship that can go out there, unless they have, but they're not talking about it, which I think they do when they fly them around, and people think they're seeing UFOs, but actually you think you're seeing government inventions. Okay, so my thoughts is this some sort of formula for a space travel vehicle, and that is what they use so no cracks happen from thermal stress. So that's what I'm assuming this whole thing is. I've got the patent information over here. It's United States, PTOdirect.com. Wong, someone named Wong. So actually I will click on the link and I'll show you the link here. I was all excited when I found this. I like OneNote because you click on the note. So there's the actual link. And of course it doesn't work. So what I did was the encapsulated electronic devices. If you don't get a link that works, then what you do is just take the actual wording from it. See, there's my number that I Googled, and paste it into your Google and search it, and it'll bring up actually here, Babylonian, and this is the one that I found here. This is a book about it, because I was trying to figure out what is this thing about when I first got it. Put in there the ink. Sorry. Okay, so reason I found, there we go. Okay, so what you do is you just click on your links to something that works like I do. Okay, so it says resin encapsulated encapsulated electronic devices. So these resin encapsulated electronic devices are provided by encapsulating so-called flat-shaped, plate-like, or angular-shaped electronic devices. So that would be like a UFO, right? With a resin composition containing rubber-like particles, preferably having an average particle size of 150, blah blah blah. No crack is produced in the electronic devices by the stress from the outside, and after production, said resin are amazingly less than the formation caused by thermal stress and have high reliability. Inventors are Tadonori Sagwa, Hiroshi Suzuki, Masahiro Katsumuro, Sunichi Numata, Kunusho Nisi, I don't know how to say their names, Hitachi. Isn't that like a car thing? So anyways, here's all the patent numbers. It tells you what each patent thing can do. So again, this is all from this message that I got during a meditation. Isn't that cool? Okay, so go on, and then I'd copy and pasted the information here. And the reason I'm doing that is so I can keep track of what it says. It tells you more about what it can do. So I assumed it's got some sort of thing that protects wiring, integrated circuit elements, blah blah blah, right? Okay, let's go back to our diagrams here. So I did the square root and I showed you that information in this video. I'm going to stop it now and I'm going to look at my notes and see what's next.